Well, hey YouTube. I am really sorry, but I'm going to talk about Summer in the City again. I did mention that I had more to say, and it was, 3 whole days of awesomeness. There is a lot to spend, but actually this video I'm going to talk about something a bit less awesome, and something that I'm not sure if I understand, and that is fangirling, which, up until this weekend, I had been a bit of a fangirl, and I was at Summer in the City for a day last year, and I met Charlie McDonald, and I met Kyan and Tom Scar, and I had been all like, oh my god, you're here, you're actually real, this is crazy. But this year I was a bit more chilled, and I think I actually had a way better experience of it because of that. I found that I actually had proper conversations with YouTubers. For example, Cup of Team, I sort of bumped into them a couple of times, and then the next day they recognised me and they were like, oh hey, and had another conversation with them. By the third day they were calling me friend, which, if I'd been crazy fangirling Daisy, that would have killed me. I would have been like, oh my god, is that their friend? But actually I was just like, cool, I like considering myself a friend of yours, you're really nice people. And the best people I met were just the regular people around the place that I bumped into, and then later on they were like, hey, I've got a channel. So I said, cool, write it on my arm. And then I went and subscribed. And I think it's all very well to sort of queue up and crowd around the big famous people to try and meet them. But you're not really meeting them. You're sort of getting a hug, getting a photo, and then being squished out the crowd so someone else can do the same thing. And you say, oh, I met so-and-so, but you sort of encountered them for like a minute, not even a minute, probably like 20 seconds, and then you had to leave. And it's not really that worthwhile. I think I'm much preferred, the bits of this Summer in the City that I'm going to take away with me, that I'm going to remember for life, are going to be the friends I made and the people I hung out with, and the maybe a bit smaller YouTubers, but that I got to know more about and meet them properly rather than sort of get a picture with them and run. And by extension of that, the people who run around after people screaming, and I think anyone who was there will know that I'm talking about the Sam Pepper fans. The Sam Pepper fans are unrelenting, okay? Anytime Sam Pepper emerged, the room would erupt with screaming, and literally everyone would run after him, and it was crazy. Like, this is one guy who, yeah, he's really well known. He's not that great. He's a human being who's not that great. I'm probably going to get some dislikes on this because, Sam Pepper fans will be like, oh my god, he's amazing. Okay, he's amazing. Great, but he's just a person. Okay, you don't need to run after him screaming. And if you run after him screaming, you queue for an hour or so, you get a picture. How is your life enriched by that? How is your life made any better from meeting him? Other than to be able to tell your friends that you met him. I really don't understand. I don't think I will ever fangirl or anything like it again. I think I'm going to be sort of chilled and whatever from now on, because it's so much better and it's so much more fun, and I don't think this would have been the greatest weekend of my life if I'd just gone for the famous YouTubers and then done nothing else, because actually it would have been a bit empty and it would have been a bit meaningless, and instead my weekend was full of meaning, and I've made friends with some brilliant people who I hope to stay friends with for a very long time, and I like to think I've learned things about myself and about other people and about the world. Stay awesome, YouTube. I'll talk to you later.